Oh yes. So yesterday we started about what is functions and then the usage of it. So we are going to continue with that. So let me create one package. Learning functions. Usage of methods. Allow my main function. Okay, good. So now I want someone to help me. Hello. Hi, Divya.
Hi, Murali.
Divya, can you help me? I want to write a function with a name called method1, where its return type is void.
Okay. Yeah, it have to be done before the main function. Void method.
Yes. Void
Method one.
method1.
Open.
Super.
And it have to be written with semicolon.
No semicolon here. It should have actually what? A parenthesis. Sorry, flower blaze.
No, it have, okay, for void there no need to be a return, right?
Correct. It is not mandatory to have a return. So I want to print actually what? Method1. Can you tell me what I need to do?
SYSO?
Yes.
Yeah. And print
method1.
Yeah.
So here in void, it is not mandatory to have a return statement like this, because void cannot return any value. So you can have it or it's not mandatory to have. Nothing will happen. Okay, right? So now hi Rohit. Rohit, can you help me? I want to write a method called method2 where its return type is integer.
Int method2.
Int method2.
Close bracket. Open bracket.
Yes. Superb. Then I'll print method2.
Return.
Yes. Next is return
2.
In case if it is a string, what I need to do?
2 should be written in the bracket in double quote.
Superb, correct. So we can return only string values. So based on what is the return type, the return value should be there. That's it. Clear? Good. Hey, superb. Good man. Good, Divya. Good, Shlogita. So now next. Hey, hi, Usha. Usha, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Usha. Usha, now can you help me to call these two methods? So what is my output should be there means? So it should have programs. I'll just write. Program starts method1, method2, program ends. So if I want to get this output, what you have to do here?
Call the static method. So
okay, this is as of now it's non-static. So how you can call? So first actually what? I need program starts, then I need to call the method1, method2, and finally program ends.
Okay.
Any idea?
Yeah, void method.
Okay. Void method what? Okay, no simple. I'll do one thing. Cool, cool. No worries. Anyway, I'll just show the previous example, so it will be helpful for you. So see here, right now it's a static method. So if I want to call the method, what I did, I called them with help of a class name, then the method name.
Method.
Same thing if it is a non-static method, what we need to do? We need to
Directly we
create
can
an object.
call object.
Okay, right? Same thing here right now. First, I need program starts to be printed. Then method 1, method 2, program ends. Any idea?
Okay. So we need the object, right? So class name.
No, first program starts.
Sorry, first program start.
Yes. Then we,
basic.
so here, what is the class name?
Agents method.
Yes. obj1 equal to new. Those are the methods.
New usage methods.
Awesome, super. Then I need to print method 1 and method 2.
Okay, obj1 equal to
no 1 dot, that is object name dot
class name.
No, what is my method name? It is method 1.
Method 1.
Clear? Cool. Then if I want to call the method 2,
same as object 1 dot method
2. Then finally I need to print program ends. So here we printed program starts. Now I need to print program ends. What I need to do?
SYSO.
Yes.
Programs end.
Program ends. That's it. Super. A good shot.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Next. Hey, hi Satish. Satish, now for me, I need to do one thing. So you have printed program starts, then you have called the method 1 and then method 2. Okay. Now for me, what I need to do means I need to print the integer value also. Okay, we are returning that actually what 2, right? So what will happen when we call this method 2? So once the method 2 is executed, finally it's going to return the value 2. So that 2 will come over to this place. That is, this will be replaced here. Okay, now how I can capture it in a variable and then after that I can print it here. Okay, so that's what. So I'm returning an integer value. How I can capture that information in a variable and then print the variable value? Can you help me, Satish, on this?
So within the brackets, can we can initialize? We can declare an integer.
Correct. So I can declare a variable here before this place. So integer a is equal to. So this is as simple as like this. Integer a equal to 2 instead of giving. Integer a is equal to obj1 dot method 2. What will happen? First, this will go and execute me the method, and finally it returns me the integer value. That integer value will come over and place it here like this. That's it. Clear, guys? Everyone is clear? Now how we can print the value of a? Scissor a. That's it. A good suggestion. Thank you. Guys, I can expect from everyone to ping me in the chat window as yes if you have understood it. Can everyone ping me in the chat window as yes if you have understood? Cool, guys. Others, guys? Guna, Monica, Pratap, you're coming for today or you already came yesterday? Usha, you understood?
I came yesterday too. Yeah.
Oh, cool, cool. You are able to follow, Pratap?
I have to go through the previous sessions videos too. Still haven't.
Okay, cool, cool. No worries, sure. Okay, it's good. Sure. So next, will again continue with the functions. So right now we have seen about actually what the usage of functions, how to use, and then the return type we saw. Okay, so now we are going to see about method overloading. sorry, yes. Method overloading, or it's called as function overloading. Okay, so let me we're going to see about method overloading now. So what is this method overloading means? So right now I'll write the method. So these functions, it is not mandatory that actually what you always need to write it top of the above main function. So you can also write it below also. Okay, anywhere is okay. Okay, the only thing is actually what this is a separate block, the main function. This method one is a separate block, method two is a separate block. Everything is actually what is a separate block. It can be anywhere. Okay, still now we have not seen about actually what how a memory allocation has been given for the functions, for the methods. Okay, we'll execute that also using actually what memory allocation part, so that it will be clear how the execution happens at the back end. Okay, so now, so I want to write a method. Okay, so I'll just write it as void method one. So method one I'm writing. So can I declare another method with the same name? Can I declare another method with the same name like this? So void method one. Can we print it again like this? No. This becomes as a duplicate. This is not possible. So, but I want to have a same method name. How I need to do means so simple. Using the method overloading concept, we can do it. Okay, so how it has been used in real time, I will also explain you guys. Still now I have not explained you how actually what these methods have been used in Selenium industry. Okay, so how we are going to use means, so for example I'll have integer a. Can you see? So now this method one will be treated as a different type. Okay, so we have overloaded with an integer value to accept for it. Okay, so how these two methods are now need to be called? Okay, so both are actually what non-static methods. So I'm creating an object. Okay, we have created an object now. Now obj1 dot. Now can you see method one is a void return type. Method one integer of a also is a void return type. So this method which does not have any argument is called as a default method. Okay, a method which does not have an argument will be called as a default method. Okay, a method which has an argument. Okay, so which type of argument it is? Integer argument method. That's the thing. So how I can call both the methods means obj1 dot method one directly. I can call as like actually what simple as before we called. Same thing if I want to call this integer method, I need to use obj1 dot method one. I need to pass an integer value. That's it. In case if it is a string, I need to pass a string value as like before what we saw for the return types, right? If it is actually about a Boolean, I need to pass a Boolean value. Clear this? Any questions so far? Okay, still we have to see more. So as of now, what are the things? So based on the return, based on the argument, We are passing an argument value to call them. That's it. Clear, right? Based on the argument, we are going to call them with the argument value. If it's an integer, integer, string, string. That's it. Clear? Any questions for anyone on this? Any questions for anyone? Okay. Good. So we'll just continue. I'll take a 5 minutes break, guys. 7:30 we'll again continue. A 5 minutes break I'll take. Okay, just 5 minutes. Hello. Hey, hi guys. Very sorry for the delay. We'll start the session now. So we are seeing about method overloading. Okay. So what is this method overloading? So it's like actually from our side, we are going to actually what? Have a same method name with different argument. Having same method name with different arguments. That is called as method overloading. So now I have, so for example, void method 1. Okay, so how I can differ this method? So for example, I'll just make it as method 1 of Boolean argument. Okay, I'm just printing like that. So can anyone help me? So how I can differentiate this method? Hey, hi Monica, you're there? Monica, you're there?
Yeah, hi, Murli.
Hi Monica. Can you help me how I can differentiate this method? So for example, here it's a default method. That is a method which does not have any argument. Here is a Boolean method. Okay, Boolean argument. So this one, how it can be different?
This
Here, this place, I need to pass some argument. So what I need to do, and then I can differentiate it.
integer, any integer string or any data type we can initialize.
Correct. So it can be integer A or B, anything. Okay. So it should be of different arguments. That's it. Okay, right? So method 1 of integer argument.
Integer.
Have Boolean A and int A.
No, it's like actually what you can have any variable. That's why I told.
Okay.
Okay, it can be of anything. This variable will be local for this method alone. Okay, right? So now I want to have method which is of name is method 1. Return type is actually what? String. Can you tell me what I need to do?
Yeah. Void method 1
Yes.
in string B or A.
A or B, anything. It can be of any name. So this one. Yeah, tell me, sorry. You want to say?
No. System.out print. That's all.
Super. Now I want a method. Okay, a method. So it is actually what? The return type is string. Then after that, the argument is double. Name of the method is method 1. Now can you tell me?
Yeah. Void method 1 string.
What is the return type?
Return type
What is
string.
What is void?
Sorry. Void is a return. String method 1.
String method 1. Then
double
argument is double A or anything, whatever you want, you can do. Then I'll print system.
Double argument.
Yes, but still it's throwing me an error. Why? Why it's throwing me an error? So I'll mouse over. Add return statement. Otherwise, change return type to void. So what I need to do now?
Return statement we have to write.
Yes. So what I need to do?
return double value.
Now, what is the return type here?
Double.
No, double is actually what is a
String,
argument.
String is
Correct. String is a return type. That means what should be the value?
double quotes.
Yes.
Hello.
Correct. Hello. That's it. Clear, right? Hey, good. Hey, super. Good, Monica. Awesome. And now, any volunteers? So, how to call every method? So, right now, actually, what I need to call one by one all the methods. Then, after that, actually, what I want to print the values also. So, for example, right now in this place, void method one boolean a we are doing. So, when I want to call this method, so I need to pass the specific value here. Correct, right? So now for me, I'm passing here. I want to print that value means okay that a will be the local variable for this method one. So here I can also print it. A. What is the variable name? That is a. Same thing here also. If I want to print that, I'll give a space. I'm doing concatenation. Space, and what is the variable name here? It's b. What is the variable name here? So in case if I have it as c, simply I can have any variable name because it's a local for that block only. Okay, so now I am also printing the values. So these variables is local for only for that specific method only. Okay, so right now it's boolean a is there. Here I cannot give it a system.println a. Why? Because here we don't have any variable declared. Okay, only here this variable is declared. Then the value is passed whenever the method is called. Okay, so we'll see that again in detailed way. So I'm just giving a heads up to you. So now, hi Pratap. Hi Pratap, you like to give a try? So how to execute call those methods? Hi Pratap.
Not today for sure because I
Oh,
have to
cool.
go through the.
Sure. No worries. Cool. Hey, hi Guna, you like to give a try? Hey, hi Guna, you're there? You like to give a try or you want to try later? Sorry?
I'll try later.
Oh, cool. No worries. Sure. Anyone guys like to give a try?
Can I try?
Sure.
Yeah. So we already called the default one and the boolean.
Correct.
Yeah. So we can call the integer. Method.
So we have already executed the default method here. And then, okay, anyway, Satish, can we execute from the beginning? So
Sure.
we'll call every method one by one. So I'll do one thing. These parentheses are I'll move in the top. Okay, these thing, so that it will be easy for us to see the entire program. Sorry. Yes, Satish.
Yeah. So we have the object. So first default we are calling by obj1.method one.
Sure. So first I need to call obj1 dot method one. So here you can see all the methods here. So method one, which is of void return type. Can you see this method, this boolean a, that is also void return type. Then double C it's coming, right? See, that one is string return type. Then integer a, that one is void return type. String is actually what? Void return type over there. So it gives me information over there, what type of return type, and then arguments here, I don't want to pass anything. If I want to call this method, I want to pass a boolean value. Here, double value, here integer. So whenever we are writing the program itself, it will be clearly giving an information to us. So what is the return type and what is the argument I need to pass also. Clear? So now first we have to call this default method. Yes. Then if I want to call this method, obj1 dot.
method, true or false.
So in that, can you see here a lot of methods in this? Which one matches ours?
The Boolean.
Yes, the second one, Boolean, because we are trying to call the Boolean information. So what I need to pass value?
False or true.
Yes, I'll pass true. Good solution. Now I need to call the integer method.
Yeah. So obj1 method.
Yes.
The bracket you just give a
Yes.
integer 1 or
Integer
2.
value. Yes, I'll give as of now as 10.
Yeah.
Yes. obj1 dot. A good Sadish.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, hi Google, you're there. Hey, hi Google. Google, you're there.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, Google. Now can you? Right now we have executed that default method, Boolean argument method, integer argument method. Now I want you to call this string argument method. How I can call that?
Okay. Object1 dot.
Yes.
That method name. Method.
The string. So what is the value I need to pass?
To pass any string value.
Yes. Can you give me some string value?
Hi Murli.
Yeah. Okay. So any information that comes in double quotes will be treated as a string. Okay. Super. Now next,
No,
I
it's
need
double, right?
no. We
It's double.
are calling string method, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Before we called the integer method. Now we are calling the string method. Now next we are going to call the double. Okay. Yes. Now can you tell me, Google, how to call the double method?
Object1 dot method1.
Yes. This double C. This matches. So what is the value I need to pass? What is the argument here?
1000 point.
Correct. 10.50 or 10.5, anything. Some decimal value. Now, when I call this method, what will happen? The return type is string. It's going to return me hello here. So I want to capture this hello here and then I want to print that also. Can you tell me what I need to do? If I want to capture the value and then print it.
Can you repeat the question?
I don't know, so simple. So right now I'm going to call this method, right? So
Okay.
what type of return type is this method?
String.
So whenever I call this method, it's going to return me the string value to the place wherever it is called, correct?
Yes.
So I'll call this method, this will go and execute this method, and finally it returns me hello to the place wherever we called. So now I need to capture that information to a variable, and then I want to print the value of that variable, value inside the variable. Can you tell me what I need to do? So we have already done this. Method 2 is this. The return type is double. So this will return 10.50. So double A is equal to 10.50. Instead of that, we are giving obj1.method2. This will execute the method and finally captures the return value here, 10.50, like this. Then I'm going to print the value. Understood? Any questions, guys?
Why we are using the plus symbol, Murli?
This is concatenation, right? Yesterday we saw, right? Concatenation, string concatenation. So what will happen? It will print method 1 of string argument plus B. B is what? This variable. So what is the B value we are passing? Hi Murali. So this will be hi. Hi Murali here. Same thing here. Method 1 of integer argument plus A. So what is the value we are passing? 10. Method 1 of integer argument 10 we are going to get.
If you're not using plus means
No. First we will go there later, Google. First we'll finish this one so that we are not confused over there. Okay, we don't want to jump one by one. First tell me, I want to print the string value. Capture the string value to a variable, then I want to print it. Can you tell me what I need to do?
string equal to hello.
String, for example, I'll just give it as actually what? My string. Simply, I'm just giving some anything, my string or my value. Okay, we captured. Now I want to print the value. What I need to do? So this will go and call me this method, and then it returns me hello here. So this will return me hello. Now I want to print the value inside the variable. How I can print? Sizo,
So my val one. My
that
val.
is a variable.
My val.
Clear, right? Any questions for anyone, guys? So now I'll right click, run as Java application. See for me. First, okay. Hey, thanks, Gopal. And now next, I want someone to execute. Hey, hi, Divya. Can you execute me this program, Divya? So
Yeah.
if I execute, so first what we are doing, just execute the main function. That's enough.
Okay. We are creating the object.
So once we create the object, what will happen?
Once we create the object, it takes all the values from the static values.
All the global members will be loaded. It might be static or non-static. It might be a variable or it might be a function. Okay, so now all these functions, the main function, everything will be loaded into the object. Yes, correct. Then obj1 dot method 1, we are not passing any argument.
Yes.
Okay, then now what will happen? What will be my output and what will happen?
It goes to the object and sees where the method is.
Yes, a method which does not have an argument goes here. Then
it prints
method 1. Yes. Then once after execution, what will happen?
After it
comes to the same place.
Yeah, same place.
Yes.
Then it goes to the object method 1. Searches in the object where that method is there.
So what we are passing? True is a Boolean value.
Yeah, it's a Boolean value.
So this one matches.
Yeah. And prints the Boolean argument.
Method 1 of Boolean argument. So what is the value we have passed to the A variable?
It's true.
True. So that true will be printed here.
Yeah.
Yes. Then
it goes to object 1 method 110. It's an integer. The argument is integer.
Method 1 of integer argument.
A value is 10. It's in 10.
Correct. Super. Good. Next.
Then it goes to my object 1 method 1 string B.
Yes. So B will capture what is the value? What will be the value for B?
High memory. It prints high memory.
Correct. So prints me method 1 of string argument and then high
B
memory.
value. Yeah.
Yes. Super.
See, it does the same. Where my value is 10.50.
Yes. This C variable.
Yeah. Okay. In C.
So what obj1 dot method 1 of 10.50 will call the double argument method. C will hold
10.50.
Yes. Then executes
methods of double argument C, where C is 10.50.
Correct.
Then it goes to the dot print my value, where my value is hello.
Correct. Because it's going to return hello there. My value will be hello. Then finally I'm printing hello.
Yeah, please.
Super. A good, Divya. Guys, anyone has any questions on understanding this method overloading? So methods, there are different things. One, we saw return type. Okay, how to return a value. Okay, the next one is arguments. How to work on with different arguments over there. Okay, same method name with different arguments. That's what you are saying. So tomorrow we will see actually what. Hello, yes, tell me.
Same argument, different. Sorry, same method name and different argument, and different
Return
type
type.
also, right?
Return types.
Return.
Yes, an argument, a method with as the same name but with different arguments will be called as a method overloading. Okay, a method with same name but different arguments will be called as method overloading. Understood, guys? Good. So tomorrow we'll see again in detailed way how it is used in real time, and then also the memory allocation part. Okay, how memories have been allocated, and then how each and everything is being called, and then the memories have been deleted. We'll see that tomorrow. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Hey Pratap, can I have your mail ID alone? Can I have your mail ID? Guna, I have. I hope so.
Yeah, I can. You want me to send in this
Yeah,
chat?
can you chat with me? I will just forward you everyday session videos to you.
Sure, definitely.
Everyone is getting mail, right? So you guys, I hope so you are getting your welcome in the meeting invite, and then everyday session topics information. So which I'm sending like this. Hope so everyone are getting. You guys will be getting like this. In case if you're not getting, please let me know. Cool. Okay. Thanks, guys. So thank you. So tomorrow again we'll meet by same.